Hey, so this is Dutchess. Hi, Dutchess. She's almost 5 months old, and I don't know much else about her. I just met her yesterday. Her owner told me she knows how to sit, lay down, and has started on stay. Now, I've found that she won't sit or lay down, especially lay down, if there's any type of distraction. So we're borrowing my neighbor's porch. It's really quiet over here, just to work with her. I'm not having very good luck as far as walking her on a leash. She doesn't seem to understand anything as far as leash walking goes. So let's talk about that. This is a not quite 5-month-old puppy. I do not want to yank on this dog's neck. She's a young puppy, and her owner told me that she's pulling on the leash. So I'm going to work more with treats. Dutchess, hi, good girl. So I'm going to work more with treats. We're going to save leash pressure for when she has a little bit more of a clue. Definitely not yanking on her neck. So also, she had no focus whatsoever. So we started working on that. Sorry, I'm dripping sweat. It is hot out. So I've started, you know how I teach the watch me, treat to the nose, finger to my eyes. Watch me is the verbal command. So it's either the verbal command, the hand signal, or both. That's going to help us a lot with the distractions. So she didn't do very well at all in the beginning. Didn't seem to have a clue what that was. So she's gotten a clue about what that is. Watch. Yes, good girl. Watch me, whatever you want it to be. Now the other thing we're working on here. Oh, she's also a bit intimidated. She's definitely not abused. She likes to run past her owner to get outside. So her owner's kind of gotten into a habit of reaching out real quick to grab the collar. So she's learning to become an escape artist from that. And she likes to go hide where a human can't go get her. So it's really, really important we get a super good recall on her. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Yes, good girl. She's not in service dog training, so she can take that treat off the ground. That's fine. So I've already gotten her. She's doing the watch me pretty good. Good girl. Yes. So again, in the beginning, we're looking for a glance of eye contact, okay? So I've got her going a little bit. Oh, what happened? Again, I don't want to manipulate her with that leash. I want her to just figure out she's wearing it. Dutchess, sit. Good. Watch. Yes. And a shout out to Nate Schumer and his focus video, because I learned a lot of this from him. Where I'm going to ask her to watch me, and I'll put my arm out there, but I want her watching me. Yes! So it's not going to matter where my arms go. Her eyes need to be on my eyes. Good girl. Sit. Yes. Watch. Yes! You guys, I can't say it too many times. You cannot practice this enough. This is where you're going to become the #1 thing in this dog's life. This dog has to focus on me over and above anything else in this dog's world. Good girl. Yes, good girl. I'm going to jackpot her there. She just glanced at where my other arm went, but she kept her eyes on mine. Good job. Watch. Good girl. Watch. Yes. And what am I using for treats? She's a 4.5-month-old puppy, almost 5 months old. I'm just using her kibble. I divvy up her daily portion of kibble, and that's all I need for treats. Good girl. She's watching. I don't need to tell her. She's watching me. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Yes. Good. Her eyes went right back to mine, and then she glanced off again. Dutchess. Watch me. Yes. Good girl. So, you know, my hands might do whatever they're going to do. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, we lost it there. Dutchess. Good girl. I just want her eyes on me. That's what we're going for. Good job. Yes. I don't care that she's sitting sideways. She's still a puppy. She doesn't need to sit properly just yet. Down. Good. Yes. So there again, wait for those elbows to touch the ground before you reward. Nice. And she's staying in the down. Good girl. Let's see if we can get her to sit from the down. I don't think she knows that yet. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Good job. Down. Oh, and there go the treats. So I'm going to let her have a little freebie there. That was my fault. And we'll move a little bit closer to the camera. Dutchess. Good girl. Sit. Yes, good girl. Pouch is closed this time. Down. So I'm not pulling her. She's pulling the leash. I'm just holding it. I didn't move it. Good girl. Down. Waiting for that second elbow. Good girl. You couldn't see it on this other side, but I was waiting for that second elbow to hit the ground. Down. Nope. Down. Good. I want her to learn to stay in that down. Good. Good. I should be able to stand back up. She should stay. Sit. When I'm first teaching a puppy, I ask them to sit first. I feel like it's a lot easier for them. Dutchess. I make noises. Good girl. Good girl. Here. Down. There's an ant over here she's paying attention to. Good. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. So again, I didn't pull her. I grabbed the leash. I'm just holding the leash, which is keeping her from going over there. Dutchess. And then I'll call her back. Good girl. Over here. Over here. There we go. Sit. No. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Down. Down. There we go. Good girl. Okay, so let's try this again. I just want her to stay in that down. Good girl. Be careful on this. You'll see the leash is under her leg, so if I would have just stood all the way up there, she would have felt that leash pressure on her leg, and it would have been an invitation for her to get up. Sit. Good sit. Down. She says, oh, you got to move that down a little slower for me. Good. Good. So she's not going to get rewarded for that. Again, I'm not pulling her down, I'm just holding the leash. She didn't get rewarded that time, and she won't get rewarded this time. Uh-uh. 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 I'm going to move slowly up this time. Ah. So you can see we need a lot of work on this. No. So I'm going to stay down. Good. Sit. Then I ask her for something else to break it. Good job. So let me show you where her leash walking is at. She's just kind of all over the place. So she doesn't understand about staying on one side or the other. That's fine. There's still those treats on the ground she's eating. Dutchess. Good girl. Now notice I'm not using that recall command yet. That word, come. She doesn't know it yet. It doesn't mean anything. I'm just making noises, calling her name, because those are things she knows and will respond to. Good job. Yes. Good girl, over here. Yes, over here. Good girl. Teaching her to just follow those treats. Good girl. Dutchess, over here. Teaching her watch my legs. Good girl. Inadvertently teaching her to watch my legs. Because as my legs move and she follows them, she gets rewards. Good girl, Dutchess, over here. Good girl. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Good girl. So you can see that little bit of intimidation right there. When I go to pet her and she ducks out a little bit. That's not abuse, guys. That's just from them trying to grab her collar. We can get her past that. No big deal. Good girl. Oh, good girl. She says, hey, usually when I sit, I get a treat. I think I'll try to sit. Okay, I think I'll give you a treat. Good girl. So I'm going to shorten up the leash a little bit. I'm not going to use any leash pressure. And I'm just kind of going to try to keep her on my left. I'm not going to try too hard. I want her to figure it out on her own. Good girl. Over here. Good girl. Yes, good girl, over here. Good girl. So when you do see that leash pressure and you see that leash go a little bit tight, notice that she's doing it to herself. I didn't do it. Good girl. I'm not letting her go forward like I might an older dog. Dutchess, over here. Like I might with an older dog, let them go forward and give them a little yank. She's just a baby. She doesn't know any better. Hey. So I want her back over here. Dutchess. Come here. Good girl. So she probably already ate about a half a cup, which is about what I've gotten her to eat at a time. And she's just a baby, so we got to keep these training sessions really short. Try one more time. Dutchess. Good girl. Yes. Okay, I did guide her just a little bit there. Good. Yes. Again, watch that pulling with these young ones. Dutchess. Over here. Good girl, over here. Good girl. All right, that's it for this session. Thanks for watching. That's a good